Hey everyone, Steph here from Old Guy Melts Plastic. So I purchased air quality monitor detector off of Amazon. Can't speak to the accuracy of this device. I don't have any other similar devices to compare it to. But I was looking at the VOCs specifically, because that's always things we were concerned about when we're dealing with 3D printing. Outside of the chamber, before I started a print job, it was reading about 0.6 milligrams per cubic millimeter. On average, a little bit below that, but I put it inside the chamber when the print job started, and the total VOCs actually dropped quite a bit. So the only assumption I can make is that my office space is contributing to the problem. And well, in this office, I have quite a few spools of filament. I've got a couple of resin printers as well that are in here, and so there's maybe some additional VOCs being kicked up. I haven't fired up the resin printer yet to see how it impacts things when it's operational. I expect that would probably be a contributing factor as well. It does get rather smelly in here when I'm printing anything with the resin printer. So the other thing going on here is I do have an outside window, which currently is closed. I had it open before, and with it open, wide open all the way, the total VOCs in the room went down below 0.4 milligrams per cubic millimeter or per cubic meter. So I can offset some of this just by opening the window, but it's Canada here, and while it's currently pleasant fall temperatures, in the dead of winter I might not want to have that window wide open. So I'm looking to see whether or not I need additional ventilation in this space. 0.6 milligrams per cubic meter isn't, it's not fantastic, but it's still not super dangerous, I guess. Obviously lower is better. None would be ideal, but looking at that specific reading, we can have some indication here of what kind of additional ventilation might be required. This Voron V2 currently, I've removed the Nevermore. Now, the Nevermore, not to knock the design or anything, but my understanding after a bit of further research is that the Nevermore filter uses activated carbon. Just the Nevermore V6 or Micro V6 uses activated carbon, which can reduce the smell but may not actually do much to temper the VOCs in the space. I do not have any additional filtering or exhaust filter at the top, so this is basically, everything that's being kicked up is more or less sealed inside the printer at this point. And yeah, so here we are a few layers in, and we're up to 650, so still not fantastic, but not exceedingly dangerous at these levels. We would want to maybe look at some kind of filtering system. So now I'm looking at investigating the possibilities of HEPA filtering. There are a few mods available that would help with that. So any suggestions you have, if you've already gone through this process of cleaning up the air quality in and around your printing space, I'd be happy to hear your experiences. So looking forward to your comments in the video below. Thanks again for watching.